So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's program. Our program today is entitled Dimensions of HR Audit, which I'm sharing shortly. Yesterday, we had another very successful discussion on HR audit basics. And I believe today we are going to enjoy this program just as we did yesterday. For those who have just joined us, today's program is part of the series of the modules that we are offering starting yesterday, today, tomorrow, up to Friday. So yesterday we covered the module on basics of HR audit, which I called fundamentals or foundations of HR audit. So today we are looking at this one. I'm sharing it very shortly and see how the dimensions of HR audit are working in HR audit. You give me 1 second, I'll project it there. There it is. Let me put it in slide mode. I believe it will be able to share in slide mode. There you are. So as you can see, module 2 is the dimensions of HR audit. And if I may go to the next slide, it talks about the content of what we are discussing today. The first aspect that we are discussing is HR strategies, where we are looking at the various HR strategies that we develop within the HR department, which should be aligned with the corporate strategies. And we are going to look at the different areas or aspects of HR strategy and how we can evaluate them or measure them in line with the corporate strategies. Secondly, we shall be talking about HR competencies. These are the skills, knowledge, and abilities of HR managers for them to be able to conduct the HR audit, as well as to run the HR department in an efficient and effective way. The last aspect there is organizational culture. And this culture will focus on the various cultural aspects, such as the core values, the norms, the beliefs, the stories, and the artifacts that characterize an organization. I believe from our experience, we know that culture influences the behavior of people. And this culture must be right for the organization to achieve its objectives. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the training. We start off with HR strategies. And as I have indicated on this, the HR strategies relate to the various long-term plans that HR managers develop to achieve organizational goals and objectives. The audit of these strategies are intended to achieve organizational effectiveness. By effectiveness, we mean the results that an organization produces. There are various results that we intend to achieve as organizations. These results include 1, revenues, 3, profits, 4, quality services, and possibly 5, competitiveness. But without these strategies, organizations are likely to miss or fail to achieve their effectiveness. Having said that, I want to move to the next slide, which is the metrics for auditing HR strategies. By metrics, we mean the measurements. These measurements could be terms of quantitative measures or two qualitative measures. As I will discuss in this module, there are various quantitative and qualitative measures that we are going to use to determine the effectiveness of the HR strategies. One of the key strategies that are developed by HR managers is talent acquisition. Talent acquisition is a wider or broader concept compared to recruitment and selection. Talent acquisition is long-term compared to recruitment, which is short-term, meaning that it's conducted for a period of time. In talent acquisition, there are various metrics that we use to determine the effectiveness of this strategy. One is the time taken to hire. Depending on the industry or the organization that you work for, the time to hire varies. In public sector, the time to hire employees is predetermined by their various policies. And it's a requirement in public service that an advertisement, for example, is placed for a period of 21 days. After that, they can do the shortlisting, the interviewing, and the final selection. On average, the industry average for hiring various positions is 45 days. And this depends on the industry to which you belong. In IT organizations, it can even take a shorter time. But for you to get the right number of responses, the average is 45 days. Secondly is the quality of hire. By quality, we mean the skills, the knowledge, the experience, and the abilities that the new employees possess. That when we are hiring talent or acquiring talent, we must be looking at these qualifications that they must have. That the end product of a talent acquisition process is having people who are skilled, experienced, knowledgeable, and have to achieve this type of quality, then it becomes difficult for the employees to perform their duties for which they have been hired. So quality is very important when it comes to HR audit. So when you audit the talent acquisition as part of your HR strategy, whether the employees who are finally hired have the right mix of skills, knowledge, experience, and hello, everybody. Hello, how are you? Hello, Evelyn. How are you?
I'm okay, we can hear you.
Sorry, I lost our link. I think something happened here. There was a disconnection. We can continue. So, as I was saying, that acquiring talent is one of the most important aspects of our HR manager, and that our endeavor is to ensure that we get the right people doing the right things in the right way at the right places. And for them to do all that, then we must hire quality employees who will be helping us to achieve our objectives. Uh,
Are you okay, Mwalimu?
Excuse me, is the session on? I'm not hearing anything.
I think Mwalimu lost connection, so we're waiting for him to get his connection back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We can give him a few minutes.
Thank you.